Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. In this video I am going to talk about the FBI report on LSSC. So few hours ago I got a report on my Instagram saying that the FBI has issued a statement via IC3 Internet Crime Complaint Center that LSSC has been apprehended and they've seized some funds and blah blah blah. Let me just show you the report and then I'll talk about it and sound a note of warning at the end of this video as regards this report. Okay, now here is the report that one of you sent to me. Here is it. Here is the report, and if you look at this report, it's dated 8/7/25, right? 10:10 a.m. So here is it, and then you have complaint and all these things right here. Now of course it's carrying the logo of Internet Crime Complaint Center, but here is what it says. Number one, based on the evidence provided by the parties concerned, the United States Federal Bureau of Investigation conducted an in-depth investigation using big data tracking. It was found that the platform in question was a fraudulent platform created by a fraud group in China, which deceived the victims and fabricated false trading platforms involving a total amount of $38 million. $38,320,000. Okay, and in addition, based on the transfer information and receiving accounts provided by the victims, the feedback from the big data tracking investigation confirmed that the receiving accounts were not operated by the fraud group but were obtained through illegal means. After receiving the funds, the fraud gang continued to split and launder the funds in the account. The fraudulent funds were split through banks, third-party payment platforms, and other diversified transfer methods, and further laundered through a platform called Sands Maceo Casino so that the funds could not be traced. As confirmed by the U.S. Department of Justice, the Federal Bureau of Investigation (FBI), the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network (IC3), and other relevant departments, the fraudulent funds could not be effectively apprehended and recovered through legal and judicial procedures. IC3 has continued to strengthen its relationships with industry and others in the law enforcement community to a typographical error to successfully freeze approximately $380 million of the $462 million in reported losses in 2020, representing a success rate of nearly 82%. In addition, IC3 has a recovery and investigative development team which assists financial and law enforcement investigators in dismantling organizations that move and transfer funds obtained illicitly, reduce financial losses resulting from BEC scams. Okay, this is BEC scam. Okay, through the recovery asset team, IC3 worked with its partners with our dedicated resources focused on recovering funds and preventing further victimization. We are better aligned to confront the unique challenges faced in cyberspace. Visit ic3.gov to access the latest information on criminal internet activities. We strongly encourage readers to submit complaints to IC3 and to reach out to their local FBI field office to report malicious cyber criminal activity. Together, we will continue to build safety, security, and confidence into our digitally connected world. Michael D. Nordwald, Assistant Director, FBI, and of course, Criminal Investigation Division. Now, let me quickly say this, having read this. Number one, this report itself is a bloody scam. Okay, this is just some edited report that is trying to make it look like it has to do with the LSSC. Okay, so this report is edited. It has nothing to do with LSSC. This is business email compromise scam. Look at it right here. These BEC scams you see is about business email compromise. Look at this part that says 380 million of the $462 million in reported losses in 2020. Okay, in 2020. So again, the person who edited this obviously did not edit it properly. This has nothing to do with LSSC. Okay, and this is a scam in itself, trying to target LSSC victims, right? And it's called the scam, it's called a recovery scam. Okay, so the people who are editing this kind of things are trying to target LSSC victims, and then they show you this report and tell you that they can help you track your funds so that you either may be among the people to get your money back out of what the FBI has freezed, or they have a way of helping you recover your funds, and it's a scam. So I have to quickly come out to warn people that, look, don't fall for this kind of recovery scam. As at today, which is the 2nd of September, the FBI has not released an official statement. Okay, at least none that I know of. So don't fall for edited reports like this, and then they tell you they can help you recover your funds, and because you are not aware of these things, you end up paying more money to those who tell you they can recover your funds. Okay, please, the best thing to do is to report to IC3. Okay, so report the scam to IC3, and also report to, I'm going to give another email, so complaint.ic3.gov, as well as complaint.ic3.gov, as well as reportfraud.ftc.gov. Okay, so you have to file a report with the Federal Trade Commission. Those are the two bodies that you should report to: IC3, complaint.ic3.gov, and reportfraud.ftc.gov. So those are the two association or regulatory bodies, law enforcement agencies, that you need to report fraud to. Not putting your hope in some edited fraudulent reports like this and people spreading it around, right? If I wasn't knowledgeable in these things, I would have fallen for it, thinking that, oh, the FBI has released an official statement on it. But no, this is edited. This has nothing to do with LSSC. So to the person that sent this, thank you for sending it. In as much as we want the FBI to release an official statement, we must ensure that we are reporting the adequate happenings to the people. We don't want to we don't want to deploy some sensational reporting and make everybody feel good. No, let us try and report the realities, not things that have not yet happened. Like I said, everyone should keep reporting, and if the FBI releases an official statement, trust Drillabite, we are in on this issue 247. I mean, we started warning you all about it. Yes, NBC has reported it, and of course we gave them some evidence that we hope they will still report. So NBC has reported it, NBC News, which other station? Some other mainstream media has actually reported it. Salinas Police Department has talked about it, but the FBI has not released an official statement regarding this, and I believe that investigations are still ongoing. that is why they've not released an official statement. But we're hoping that before the end of this month we should see the FBI releasing an official statement, and then we will know if there is any hope of victims actually getting their money back, because that's the goal of this whole thing, that we talk about it until the FBI is forced to release an official statement, and then they can tell us, look, okay, we freezed this amount in this bank or whatever, right? Remember, we are dealing with crypto, and you know I always tell you that crypto payment is actually difficult to trace. If a traditional payment system was used, then yes, it will be easy for the FBI to just trace and know where the money is at a particular time, who the money is with, and how the money flowed, really. But because it's crypto we're dealing with, it's a kind of difficult, a little bit. But yes, it doesn't mean that they cannot be tracked. Okay, yes, they can be tracked, but it may take some time, and the FBI may need some, legal, proceedings, investigations need to be done, and then come up with actual and official statements regarding this. But trust me, the FBI will not release some, result as regards their investigations, right? They will just tell you what was lost and what they've done, but how it was done, how the money moved, FBI will not state that. Okay, so that is it. Now, once again, don't fall for recovery scams, and make sure you share this video so that other people can be careful, especially LSSC victims. Thank you for watching this one, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.